Hi. So, over the last half year or so, I received a few messages, 3 to be exact. And this is a very, very tiny YouTube channel, so yeah, it was just 3. But they were all rather demanding. And at the time I just ignored them, because everything was very turbulent, but now I thought I could give a quick answer and hopefully avoid some of this reoccurring, because it was annoying and a little bit distressing, to be frank. Yeah, and probably for these people as well, because they were obviously in trouble. But anyway, I will not disclose any information that could identify these people to anyone but themselves. So please don't bother asking, and refrain from shaming them, even anonymously, please. It's not that I usually get loads of reactions to videos, which is fine, but I have seen how people sometimes react, which is venomous and vicious, and please don't do this, because not just because these people might be in trouble, just because it's rude. Please don't be rude. Please behave in a civilized manner. So, ultimately, this isn't about telling you of these people, so I may be even misrepresenting them. Probably am, because I haven't seen them in person, and I am not them. But I'm just giving an example of my experience, and I will tell you how I deal with this, so hopefully you won't approach me with a similar kind of message. So, the first demanded to know personal details of me, quite frankly. And I didn't bother respond, but I wondered for a while why he would do that. And it was very obvious from the way he did it that he was not one of these nasty patriarchal men who are just swine, thank you very much, who think they can demand access to a woman. No, this much more reminded me of some women I've known in my life. Really distressing characters. And they have a very weird way of kind of soaking you in a slobbering, smothering kind of attention. And also demand. They can kind of soak you in that demand until your skin is wet and soft enough for them to pierce through and get what they want, or insert in you what they want to insert. And this sounds very metaphorical. How do I put that better? There was one girl I knew in school, for example. She had a very, very strange thing of just coming towards you. So she would not stay at a normal comfortable distance, you know. They say the distance where you can almost reach the other person's face with the outstretched hand, so you're not in direct hitting distance. No, she would come up to here. She would come this close for a normal conversation. Sorry for the shaking. I'm balancing you on my knees. So she would not stay at such a distance, but she would always come closer, and my first reaction was to instinctively move back, but then she would just follow. And I don't like to constantly be on the retreat, so I realized what I was doing, and I nailed my feet to the ground. But that just meant that now she got the intimate space she wanted. And she also asked these very prying questions without any respect for privacy, of course, and she was a very rude, we say distanzlos in German, which translates to without distance, someone who doesn't have distance. Very engulfing person, also in a very flattering way, so she'll be your best friend until she tells lies about you. Which also happened. I knew that for a fact. So what I did with her then, eventually, was to use the fact that there was a very pronounced height difference between us. So I would not be polite and slouch over, but I would stand upright and look forward, so that at her height she would only get eye contact if she retreated to a more comfortable distance, basic geometry. You look that way. Someone has to be further away in order to, get that eye contact, which she very much wanted, so eventually that worked. And I think even though this here is just a very teeny tiny YouTube channel of me having fun, maybe people still think that I'm an exhibitionist just because I put myself out there in some ways. And it makes sense. I mean, YouTube's slogan is broadcast yourself, if I'm not mistaken. So you might legitimately think that someone here would always want to be someone who wants to be famous. And many, many, many people certainly do. You can tell from the way they glamour up their videos instead of balancing the computer on their knees. But it tells you how holy I am, because I don't care. No. I'm silly today. Okay. Well, but if you can tell from the way they make their videos, you might also be able to tell that I do not care so much for gluing your eyes to the screen. This is very, very amateurish at best, and I apologize because it's not very convenient. But I'm just basically having fun. I haven't promised anyone anything. I'm sitting in the snow and trying a meditation technique, and then I think to myself, oh, maybe this might interest some people. This is not something that will interest many people. It might interest some people. And those who are interested will look at it, and they will stay with it for as long as it is interesting to them. And I do hope they don't stay any longer, because that would be a terrible waste for them. I mean, for me that doesn't matter because I've put it out. But where I mean to take this tangent is that I will not be directed into making this or that kind of content for you, because I'm not a content making machine. Sorry. The second guy demanded that I have a take on Adam Smith. And I'm not a lecture machine. And I have read very, very, very little from Adam Smith. I think I only ever read this one on, it was a German translation back then, in Sentiment on Emotion, on the basis of morality in emotion or something. And I had this amazing laugh about the passage where he says that cramps are the worst pain in the world. That is sort of my very silly summary of Adam Smith for you there. So that's all there is to it. I will not read up on it and become a professor in Adam Smith to pacify you. Read him yourself. Really. Pick up the book. It's probably worth something. I don't see the worth of what he's done for what interests me right now, but if it interests you, by all means go ahead. And hey, why don't you make a summary? I might look at it. I might be interested. And I might learn something. Which would be better. So this channel didn't come with a promise. It's not like you sign up and then you get to dictate what I do, because I'm so desperate, because I have very little subscribers, so I have to do what you want me to do. No. Go find someone who will dance by your pipe, or better yet, read it yourself. And also, to number one, get a life that is interesting enough so you don't have to ask strangers about theirs. I know this is harsh to hear from some people, but yeah, I never promised you pampering language either. And being presented with such demands from people in any way, maybe in really passive-aggressive ways like the last one, is kind of distressing too. So why would I have to be so much nicer and more forgiving to you than you're to me? Although, of course, I try to be a good example, blah, blah, blah. But the demand, you know? No. No. So, the last one has apparently seen me in university. This will take a moment, because there I actually answered and went back and forth for a while. So apparently he saw me in university when I was still in Germany, but he never talked to me. And now suddenly he wrote to me and kept asking all kinds of mildly encroaching questions and wanted to know if I was single and if we could Skype and all that, and I politely declined. And then he started to tell me about his troubles and what he called desperation. So I didn't want to ignore that. It sounded like a cry for help, and no, not ignoring that. If I'm the only person you talk to, it's not my duty, but I don't want to ignore that kind of thing. So I said, okay, tell me how much you actually want to get better first. Because if you chose me to talk about this with, it's okay. I can talk to you about it, but I will only engage in trying to help you if you are actually really serious. Because otherwise, I can't be pushing you all the time, and I won't be the person you can just whine to. Because that would be a really, really, really bad service to you, and it would be a waste of both our time. And then there was a lot of annoying back and forth, and discussing, and I engaged in it, which I shouldn't have, but I did. I was just trying to figure out what we were actually talking about, and that seemed to trigger him immensely. So suddenly I was this cold, definition greedy person, with no eye for the real life, you know, and always just on knowledge and no idea about wisdom. I shouldn't be making fun of this. I'm just really silly today. And if I weren't, I probably wouldn't even do this. So, hang on or switch off. You can always switch off. Yeah, so what he talked about, to my perception, kept changing. I was slowly getting that I was in the wrong place, having the wrong conversation. And very soon, he explicitly said that he was just trying to get into contact with people, and I have empathy for that, and I respect that someone tried to break out of isolation. Really, it's good. But let me say this. Meet real people for real. I mean, I'm real, I hope, but I'm not there, and so far I had no reason to engage with this person much. And I would say don't use digital contact with a person that you never really see to distract yourself from yourself. If you want to make friends, go out of your house physically, with or without shoes, with or without a jacket, with something on, probably. Why did I get to do that? And if you think that you want to talk to me and it will be good for both of us because you have something to tell me, and you think we could tell each other interesting things, wonderful. Of course you can contact me, but accept when I conclude that this contact is not actually benefiting me. And if me concluding that gets you really angry, then that gives me a clue that I was right with the conclusion, because if you cannot take that no, then we won't have a good conversation. Not even on things we might accidentally agree on. Won't. No. So, just to finish that, he proceeded to get annoyed with me for posing as this wise person who knows all the answers. And, dude, you wrote to me and told me you're in trouble. What am I supposed to do? I never promised any miracle healing. But just having a problem flopped in front of me, instead of saying, this is my hourly rate, I just offered the help that I thought I might be able to give. And it would be okay, by the way, to say this is my hourly rate, because I'm not your best friend who will just help you no matter what. So, without trying to paint myself in angelic lights, it was actually nice of me. It is. So, yeah, but he didn't want any of it. Okay, that's fine. But you don't get to then just demand anything else you want. And I said I wouldn't respond any further as this wasn't going anywhere. Wished him the best of luck. And one of his last messages was literally about how he was so disappointed that I wasn't just giving him my time now. And then there was a break, and suddenly 180 turn of sorry, I was being so aggressive, and in the next sentence suddenly asked if he could come visit me. Like, whoa. This is not cool. This is not cool. So, I had already said that I wasn't going to respond further, and when I didn't, he did get annoyed again, complaining how it was so frustrating that whenever he disclosed his difficult past, people started withdrawing. So in the end, people like me were the reason he only had superficial contact with people. And the last message said, I just want to be seen. And that was really, really sad. I got really sad when I saw that, because on the one hand I thought, I so get you. I know that feeling. We all know that feeling. And although I get a little bit, I said I'm silly today, and I'm getting a little bit annoyed with my perception of what happened, because you'll probably agree the way this looked to me was not very favorable, and it was annoying. And I'm very sure that in his perspective, from his perspective, the situation was completely different. I'm fine. Still, this is a hurt person, and that was just really sad. But no, I'm not answering, because this doesn't help. If you want, this is my last offer of a piece of advice, in case you're ever watching this, or anyone else who feels like they want my pair of eyes. I mean, of course, you can watch a lecture from Sam Vaknin on the topic, To Be Seen. That's what it's called. I can probably manage to link it in the description. Very, very bad with all kinds of editing and YouTube and stuff, but that I think I can manage, because I managed to type stuff in there. But my last piece of offered advice is get in front of a real pair of eyes, human, possibly, and be real with them. It will hurt. And if you're like this third person, then you don't think a lot of discipline when you're already hurting. Sorry to say, but in that case, I can't help you, and I don't think you will heal. I'm sorry. That's my dumb opinion. That's just my dumb opinion. So, to end this, I will continue to make this YouTube channel about what I like. Jesus. But what I like, because it is within your power to turn my digital representation off at any time. And I may not ever upload something ever again if I don't want to. And I may do so tomorrow, because this is just a bit of fun for me. I may decide to have fun and act out some rhetoric exercises from university. Thought about that recently. Some of them were rather good. About the revolution of the underwear, for example. It was fun. I may decide to post a video about ice swimming for no reason. I will probably return to philosophy over and over, but it's not a guarantee. Because you do not own me. You will have to live with that. I don't know. When I say these things, one part of my brain goes, oh, you can't say that. That is so nasty. That is so provocative. And the other part of my brain goes, you actually have to say that? That should be obvious. So yeah. Maybe that's why I get all these nervous giggles and silly humor and kinds of stuff. I think I'm disobeying the orthodoxy of sharing your whole life on social media and being accessible to everyone. Yeah. And I did share some personal information, so there you go. Before this goes much further, have a lovely day. See some real people, read some real books, do some real thinking, and don't listen to me. If this just gets you angry, I mean, of course, listen to me if you find it's good for you, but if this just gets you angry, then the off switch should be somewhere there or there. Not quite sure. You can find it. You found the on switch.